make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticky up with the...
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC South between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go, Jack, Panther.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and it looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now we'll throw here to his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. fake. Spencer. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. The Texans at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Mills throw there, taken in by Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The point after is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 7-7, our score after 1.
On the set.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw on 2nd down, Spencer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
The Colts on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Spencer. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down throw for Mills. Catch is made here by Rd5 Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly. Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Throwing, Mills. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Collins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 38. A run for Pierce out of the gun. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. From the 35 on second down, Mills, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 15. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception. It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They run once more with Taylor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Mills. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot.
and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mills throw complete there to Smith. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Mills throw taken in by Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Pierce now up the middle. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. Running right through him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Here's Pierce. Is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back. Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Spencer. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A lone second remains now in this third quarter. Off the play fake, Mills. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Spencer. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Spencer. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Give to Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On play action, Mills. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Play action now, Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, here's Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mills. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down now, it's Newman. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mills now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Herb Smith Jr. from 6 yards away. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Spencer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Fred Warner. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up, were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, somebody lit.